Hey guys, Kev here, and I am going to be unboxing these Binges. So these are the Divo knives and Blade Binge exclusive. So these will only be available at Blade Binge. And we designed it after their logo knife. That was the whole concept. You can see it right there. And yeah, so I wanted to do a live unboxing so you guys can see them too. I just took them out of obviously the outer box. So you didn't have to listen to me fiddling through all the bubble wrap and whatnot. They put in this hat, which is pretty dope. Check this thing out. I'm not much of a trucker hat kind of guy. Is that what this would be considered? I don't know. I don't really wear hats. I went through that phase of wearing those hipster hats, but haven't worn one in a long time. But it's a cool hat. So thanks to Eric and the team for sending that over. Yeah, what's up, Marco? Let me get my other phone out for chat. I just won't be able to look anything up. I might use it real quick to show the website because they have the listings up, but for now I will use it for seeing what you guys are saying. Are ye not balding? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I don't care enough, I guess. I don't know why this phone never connects to anything. It's kind of annoying. There we go. All right, let me get the chat up. There it is. All right. Sheesh, I'm blind as hell. What up, Aries? What's going on, man? Crazy Roach, Jesse Adams, Henry, Steven, obviously Marco, caught you earlier. Mick, what's up, Mick? Everything Sharp, what's going on, man? What's up, Kevin, bro? Ho, did you call me a hoe, dude? Hold on, I gotta grab it. Call me a hoe. Everything good for your way? Sent the finish and Porcupine. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool, dude. He's in the pass around. He's in the pass around. Jesse actually caught one. That's awesome. What's this thing? Look at this. It says goal. What's the goal? What can I make a goal? Make a super chat more fun. Look at that. Super chat color, teal and higher, $5. Okay. Teal is kind of cool because, we're doing the Blade Binge thing. Oh, you can set a timer for how long your goal is to make money. That's ridiculous. All right, I'm going to set what do I want to set? How many people we got? 24? There's no, all right, whatever. I'll set 5. Share how you'll celebrate. I'll jump up and down. They'll probably get me in trouble if I give something away. Huh? But I'll give something away. We're just gonna put jump up and down. If you guys reach this goal, I love this. This is YouTube trying to help people make money, I guess. I'm sure you guys watching are excited, right? You're like, yeah, this guy has a goal. He wants me to super chat. So messed up. Mick, hey, I just got to say the tall boy is the only knife that broke my heart 2 times. What does that mean? Oh, you missed the drop 2 times? Well, just got to hit me up, dude. I mean, I don't have any now, but when I did or whatever, I'll help you out. Kathleen, what's going on? This guy really wants to jump up and down. Yeah, well, I would get in trouble if I gave something away, wouldn't I? Or if I put that. Here, I actually have something you guys might like. If we reach this goal. I just got this back. It's another Divo Knives exclusive. This is a prototype that I passed around. It just came back. Just opened the box. should be the dark matter orange. Yeah. This is the DM orange prototype of the nip slip. And this is a QSP OEM, so it's in S90V. It's not a D2 like a Kubi prototype would be. Because I have one of these in, where are you? I have a production one right here. So, don't really need two, do I? The walk and talk on these are really good. So, I'll make it worth their while if we hit this silly YouTube goal. I just want to see what that was all about. But you guys can earn the nip slip giveaway. These are $200, so that's decent value there. But anyway, this live stream is about Blade Binge. Mick says, gotta say, Divo never misses. Hell yeah. So Eric over at Blade Binge sent me one of each version to, show off and obviously check out the production versions and whatnot. So when we do these exclusive models at dealers, they handle the sales, right? We don't get them in and then, we don't sell any of them unless it's like at Blade Show. Like we're going to have some of the purple nurples at Blade Show. But when we do like the tall boy, that's not an exclusive model. That's just, we do dealer exclusive versions where Blade Binge has like just the dark mode version. And when we do that, we always have our own versions too. Like these, like the purple nurples and this is the Wakanda Forever tall boy. We sell those directly on our website. So we get them in, we QC check them, and then we ship off the exclusives to the dealers. But when we do these, it goes right to the dealer, and the dealer does all that stuff. Colin lives in Atlanta, and Blade Binge is right there too. So Colin actually drove up to meet up with Eric from Blade Binge yesterday, and they QC checked all the knives together. So anyway, that's how that's going down. But the Blade Binge team, they asked us to design a knife based on this. So they have this knife in their logo. I don't know exactly where it came from. If we get Eric in the chat from Blade Binge, maybe he can tell us. But I think they came up with the design for the company, and then they had, I don't know if it was like an AI generator or if, the guy that they used for the logo, he just made this knife, or if they said, we want a Warney blade with, whatever. But they've always wanted to make a knife based on this design on the logo. Thank you, Henry. Henry threw up $1.99 towards the goal. I think, what did I do? I set it to 5. Maybe it has to be like, it has to be 5 teal super chats. So it's got to be, I think, $5.99 or something. This is stupid. I don't think I can change it now, though. Buy your own, report remove. Can you change the goal? Community moderation, chat filter. Oh, you can remove it. Hold on, let me remove it. Let's see if I can redo it and count that one. So you can do 5, and then you can select. Okay, all colors. So it starts at $2 though. It has to be at least $2. There's no option to go lower than that. So let's see if it counted yours. Maybe because it's $1.99, it doesn't even count that. I'll count it though. If we get to 4 or whatever, I'll count it as as the 5th one. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, sorry. I was just messing around with that. I didn't realize it was like this whole thing. Mick says, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, the logo thing. So that's where the concept came from. They said they've always wanted to do it. They mentioned it to me like, thanks, Mick. Mick threw up $5. Appreciate you, dude. They've asked me before, like, we want to design a knife based on this, and you know, we kind of had it on the back burner. I had it on the list of things to do, and then at some point, you know, I was just like, we should get on this, and gave Colin everything, and he started working on it. And as you guys know, Colin is the design mastermind behind Divo. It's certainly not me. I've designed some of the knives, and obviously I give a lot of feedback, and you know, we make changes after. But like the artistic part of Divo is Colin. I'm the autistic. So Colin's the artistic part. I'm the autistic part. We team well together, you know. You need a little R with that aw. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he put together a really cool design based on it, and then from there we made some tweaks. We added the exposed liner lock. I really wanted this flipper tab. I farted. I fought for this flipper tab because Blade Binge wanted they wanted a front flipper, but I think they wanted more of like a straight up like vertical one or something. I can't remember exactly. If they show up, they can put that in there. But we're actually going to prototype 2 different kinds of flipper tabs, maybe 3. We started working on different ones, and then like I was really fighting for this one because I loved it when I had the compadre from Kunwu. And I told Sergio from Kunwu I was going to use that flipper tab at some point. And, you know, he said he didn't care. Obviously, I always want to give credit where any inspiration comes from or whatever. So the flipper tab concept, you know, the knife or whatever, they don't look alike or anything. But the compadre has this style of flipper tab. And I just found that you can get it from every angle, and it just functions really well. So I really wanted that flipper tab. And then Colin started designing the tab, and Eric and Colin and I were kind of going back and forth on the tab, and we didn't end up prototyping any other ones. We just kind of all dialed in on this one and got it where we wanted it and just said, that's good. And then we prototyped that, and it turned out perfect. I mean, this prototype has been in my pocket like nonstop. I mean, you can see it's all beat up. This is a dark blast. Clips all beat up. We did make some changes from these prototypes. Like the jimping here doesn't go all the way back. It goes up to here, and then it stops. So for the production run, they're supposed to go all the way around. Hopefully that happened. I did want the clip to be a little more, a little less tight. It works. It's fine. The other guys didn't actually, I don't think, have any feedback on the clip. But personally, I wanted it a little longer or something. So we'll see if any of that happened. I can't remember. And I think that might have been it. There was like 2 changes from the prototype. Oh, we added a swedge here, I think. So I think there's a swedge right here that gives it a little bit of a nice touch there. But that should have been it for the production run. And that's rare. We usually like dissect the prototype into, you know, we change all types of shit. But these were just so good. So I guess I should open them up, huh? And then we can keep talking. Let me see if I missed anything here. Henry Spencer says, Cab just tells the OEM to up the detent. Yeah, well, if it needs to. This one was perfect. So I'm hoping these production ones are just as good. Level on up. What's up, dude? The marketing arm? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Will you ever use a steel like K390 or 10V? You know, I was actually thinking, because we were talking about for this knife, for the Lush V2, we're, you know, placing the order with Riot currently. And we were kind of talking about what steels we could do, because we prototyped everything in Vanex. And, you know, I was thinking we could do S90V, we could do LMAX, we could do MagnaCut. I really don't want to do MagnaCut unless it's a USA made knife. We're still working on that. So probably not MagnaCut, although I know a lot of people like it, so maybe, well, we'll see. But I kind of want to stick with Vanex now, because the other options I wasn't enthralled with. K390 would be cool, but the issue I have with K390 on this knife in particular is we have 2 or 3 versions with DLC blades. And, or sorry, we have 2 or 3 versions with DLC blades. And then we have versions with belt satin. We have a version with, well, hopefully we'll have a version with hand satin, a frost satin. And I'm just a little afraid to do a K390 with some of those different satins. I have no idea how they would come out. I'd rather get prototypes on something like that first. But I do kind of want to do K390 at some point. But the reason I was thinking we could do something other than Vanex is because we're doing the DLC on 2 or 3 versions. And what, you know, you do DLC on a Vanex blade, I mean, it's super corrosion resistant, I guess, but I don't know if that would, you know, I don't know if anybody would be like, you know, it could have been something crazy, you know. But we're leaning towards Vanex on those. LMAX would be cool too, I guess. Life Survival EDC, what's up, man? Let's see. Kathleen says, love the accent color on this one. Thank you. On that lime one, the hint of lime. I came up with that name like at the last minute. We were trying to think of a name for that one. Because you couldn't call it dark mode, because they already have that. And that was all I could think of, and the other guys liked it. So I was like, all right, cool. You could use that flipper tab as a glass breaker. Yeah, you could. Yeah, we've actually thought of that, but I wouldn't want to, like, advertise that. It's kind of, you know. Ron Dobbins, a member for 5 months. Shout out to Ron. Love you, brother. I am glad you are back. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad to be around more as well. The all-titanium Lush is awesome. Yeah, I think these are going to be popular, so I wanted to do, I think, a couple versions of the full tie, but we'll see. When I sent the order that I wanted to place to TPK, because this is their exclusive, like this one is, I had 10 versions. So we got to limit that down. He wants to do like 6, I think. So we'll see what happens with that. Love me some Vanex and LMAX. So this is the purple Nurple version. On this knife, we wanted to, you know, when we can, we like to make the boxes match the versions. It's just kind of fun. So this one's Purple Flow, Camo Carbon, Belt Satin S90V. You can see here it says OEM Kubi knives. These will come with this box. They'll come with Blade Binge swag. They should come with Divo swag as well. You should get Divo stickers, cloths, and then there should be a Binge sticker as well. I guess technically this is a Binge sticker because that's looks just like the knife. But we have a Binge specific sticker we're working on too. So should be cool. These do come with a wire clip as well. So if you don't like the milled clip, you can put in a wire clip. So I haven't tried, I think, the camo or the carbon versions. Maybe we did that in prototyping and I just forgot. But we never did purple, I don't think. This looks sick, dude. Have you ever thought to do a 70s version? You know, I've heard there's a 70s... oh, yeah, we changed the clip, I guess. Look at that. So now it's like a... the length of like a tall boy clip. Look at that. We made it longer. Okay, cool. Yeah, we had to do something there. I do like the shorter clip, but it's just too tight. So, you know. And you get a nice pop of purple there because of that. That's really cool. I love the exposed liner lock. Look at that with the satin on it. Sick. I think did we add the extra jimping? Yes. So look at that. You can see the jimping comes down here as well. So you have your Vox jimping. You have jimping all around the flipper tab now. See, the prototype does not. So that's nice. Oh yeah, that'll grab you. Oh, this one I have the clip on the left side. Very cool. The carbon ones do not have the dimpling. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Holy shit, that felt good. That felt good. Yeah, you still got the chamfer here on the lock bar. Plunge looks good. Now you can see the swedge. You see the swedge up here? We added that swedge up to from here to the tip. And I think that looks real nice, Clark. Yeah, it adds a little touch there. That's cool. Yo, what up, Dylan? Dylan in the house. Dude, that's sick. Dead centered on this one. Now, these are right out of the box. I'm not, I didn't check these first. They came from Eric at Blade Binge. Man, that detent is just fucking money on this one. Sorry, I get really excited with a good detent. That hollow grind is deep. That's a real slicey blade. I got to tell you, this has been my favorite EDC knife in terms of since I got this prototype, because that blade is just, it's surgical when you need to open a box. And that's what I mostly do, is open boxes or cut cardboard. You can really get under a flap, and you get really good precision if you're trying to slice the center of the package. You know how some knives, this sounds stupid, but you know how some knives, you go to open the box and you want to do that slice down the middle, and it's like almost hard because the tip is either too far away from you, or it's like a shitty blade shape, or for whatever reason, sometimes I struggle getting that slice, sometimes it'll veer off to the side or whatever. This thing is like a surgical unboxing knife. That is beautiful. And then look at the action, man. That just, oh, fuck, man. Let's see if I can roll it. The detent felt pretty tight on this one. Nope. That's fucking money. Look at that. There's your S90V. I can't zoom in. Can I? I don't know. But there you go. S90V. Lewis, what's up, dude? Oh, my God. No play. No rock. Just swings down, dude. Wow, that's good. Purple Nurple for the win, baby. We're going to have a small number of these at the show. So if you guys come to Blade Show in Atlanta, I think we'll have 25 of the Purple Nurple ones that we got from Blade Binge to bring. So that should be sick, because that's kind of like our color, We do this version on a lot of stuff. So that's the purple one. I'll put the box back, I guess. Or maybe I'll put them on top of the boxes. Nick says they look great, Kev. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, that swedge is nice. Thanks, Rock. Stonehand says 60s and 70s is pretty cool. Are you talking about the carbon fiber or the camo carbon? I've heard of a 70s, and I remember seeing it and thinking it looked terrible. So we haven't thought about doing the 70s one. Just personally, I don't like it. I know, it's going to be different for everybody. But I didn't like the 70s. I haven't seen the 60s one, so I got to check that one out. That could be cool. Let's see. Sequoia asked Frost Satin. Yeah, so Frost Satin, I'll just show you. So this is a stonewash. Sorry, that's a stonewash. This one is the frost satin. So this is the full tie Lush V2 Proto, but this is a frost satin. So what it is, as far as I understand from Riot, is it's a horizontal satin on the flats, right? Just like you would get on a belt satin. You get the horizontal lines on the flats. And then on the main bevel grind, you get a bead blast that they then polish. So they like polish a bead blast, and that gives you this frost satin look. I first saw it on Liang Ma knives. I think it was the L1 I had. And I thought it looked cool, and I haven't seen many people do it. So that's why I wanted to try to use this on a Riot-made knife that we do. So you should see this frost satin on the Lush V2 on at least one version. I think we're going to do a hand satin as well, and belt satin, and, you know. Let's check out the hint of lime. So this one has a black clip in it, but the hardware is satin. This one's just like the prototype I have. But I believe Eric is switching them. Apparently, Kubi messed up. They switched the extra wire clips on the dark mode and the hint of lime on accident. They put the black ones from this in here and the satin ones in there. But I believe in QC, they went and switched them all. If for whatever reason you get one of these and you get the wrong wire clip, just, you know, hit up Blade Binge. They'll take care of you. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm not going to put that on there. So it doesn't really matter to me. So this is the same as the prototype. You can see it just, the only difference is the clip is longer. I mean, the only main difference, you obviously have that Vox jimping, and you'll have that swedge. Oof. So it's a dark blast titanium, teal accents on the collars and the back spacer. And that's it. Belt satin on the blade, satin on the exposed liner lock. And that is why it is the hint of lime. That one feels good too. I honestly don't know what I like better, if I like the carbons or the full tie. I love this golf putter pattern. And I like camo carbon that's smooth like this. I thought that was a good move on the new versions of the tall boys. We got rid of the radial milling. I think it's good to just let camo carbon shine, you know? And that one really sings. So that's the hint of lime. I've shown that one a bunch because I have it in the proto. I'm not going to dwell on that. I want to save the reverse tux for last. That's the one I'm most excited about. And there's a little bit of a story to go with that one. Mick says he was only joking. Are you going to do an 80s? Oh, that was a joke. Okay. I know there's a 70s camo carbon. And I don't think it looks good. That's why I thought you were serious. Any accent kits on these? So Blade Binge didn't want to do a bunch of accent kits. Usually we do that, but they did, I believe, get Zircutai. I remember talking them into Zircutai at least. I don't know how many they got. I'm guessing it's limited. And I don't even know if they've announced it, so maybe I'm screwing that up, but I do believe there's Zircutai kits. That's it, though. There's no other kits. So on this one, you got to just pick the one you want and the one you plan to stick with. Loving the new live streams. This is the first I've made it to, though. Awesome, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alex Kerber asks, which knife is that? It's the Binge. So this is our collaboration with Blade Binge. Blade Binge is a knife dealer. They also have a website where you can sell your knives, which is cool. You guys should check out Blade Binge. And then they have their own like store, like any other dealer. And then we teamed up with them to design this knife based on their logo. So they have this knife on their logo, and they asked us to design a knife based on that, and that's where this came from. So this is the dark mode. So I gotta switch these clips, right? That was what I was talking about. Let me do that before I forget. The black one goes here, this one goes here. Easy enough. So this one has, which one's your favorite? I don't know yet. I'm gonna let you know by the end of this. I'm hoping it's this one. This is the one I was most excited about, but man, I really struggle not to love the purple nurples. Those are my favorite versions of most of our knives. That's why we do them every time, because Colin and I really like the purple. I also like we do the black pearl a lot. We didn't do that here, but I always like that one too. I'll let you know. So this is sick too. So this is the Brittany camo, which looks great. And then it's, I believe, black washed on everything. Yep, black wash blade. So this is your traditional dark mode, I would say. This is what they do on a lot of stuff. Brittany camo carbon and then blacked out. Simple yet effective. I think it always looks really good. I am a pretty big fan of that. Good action again. That one really drops. Have you ever seen the Purple Rain camo? Yeah, Mick. The Purple Rain is the original one, right? That's the one that they had, and then I actually altered it to make the Purple Flow. So they had Purple Rain, but it has a layer of stainless steel in it, which sounds cool because you would think it would have a little bit of like gray or something, black in it. Well, I guess not black, but like a little bit of gray or silver almost, stainless steel. But what it really does is it makes it have this sort of white, it has like white spots in it. Traditional pocket knives has used the Purple Haze. What is it? Purple Rain a few times. And he calls it Purple Cow. And it has like white in it. And I really don't like that. So I asked Camo Carbon, I asked them if they could get rid of that layer. And they said, sure. So they got rid of the layer of stainless steel. I just wanted it to be purple and black. And then they loved it too. So they ended up naming it Purple Flow, and they sell this. They sell this to anybody. So if anybody else wants Purple Flow, they can get it. It's not like exclusive to us at Divo, but technically I designed it, I guess, or came up with the combination, which to me was just obvious, right? Purple and black. And not white shit in there. So, anyway, the Brittany looks sick. And that one pops. So far, they've all been great. Look at that drop, dude. Ron's going to be at Blade Show. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I hope to see you there too, man. We'll be at booth 239. We'll be at booth 239. Come by, talk to us, hang out. We got a real booth this year. That'll be cool. Lewis, he's going to have a table. Lewis, if you want to let everybody know your table, please do. This is his knife design right here. This is the Halt. And I absolutely love this. You can check out my videos on it. And Lewis is a good buddy. He's a friend. And whenever a friend designs a great knife, it makes things so easy. It's always hard to tell a friend that you don't like their design. Luckily, he designed a banger. This thing's fantastic. I don't know if they're available, but you can check out his website. It's atknives.net. But he might still have some Halts. They're really good. They're made by Best Tech, Magna Cut blade steel, hollow ground, titanium bolster lock, Purple Haze. There was Mars Valley and Micarta as well. Great reverse flick. And another knife like the Binge that has a just really good blade to use. Maybe if you have larger hands or something, you can climb up there better, where this fits my hand better, you know. But really good for EDC stuff. So check out AT Knives. Looks like Zach stuff's in the house. What's up, Zach? I think I saw Grady too. What's up, Grady? Chris in the house. Got a bunch of fools in here. Man, seeing Zach, that takes me back, dude, to the DSKFS days. If you know, you know. Let's see. A couple people asked which one's my favorite. I still don't know. I will be letting you know. Looks like Blade Binge is here. Shout out to Eric. What's up, Eric? Blade Binge official. If you guys want to tell people in the chat where the knife design came from, you could. Did you was this AI generated? Did one of you draw it out? Was it somebody you used like on Fiverr to make the logo for you and they just came up with it? Like they Googled knife and somehow they came up with this? Just curious. I forgot the story. You probably told me at some point, but I'm sure the people watching would love to know. But this design obviously came from somewhere, and then we took that from there, and that's how the Binge came to life. All right, last one. So this one has a cool story. Hang on, I think my daughter's at the door. Hey, you want to help? Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Can I have the stickers at the end?
Yeah, you can have the stickers at the end. Okay, you know the rules though, right?
Yeah.
No touching the knives, no touching the blades. My daughter Sabrina came to help out. You can say hi.
Hi.
So this is a little different. Usually you help me with videos. This is a live stream, so there's actually people here that are watching.
Hi, I'm Sabrina.
Good job, kiddo. So this is the reverse tux. And the story that goes with this one is we wanted it to, watch your head. We wanted it to have a DLC polished blade. You can see here the clip, the hardware, the exposed liner lock is all, you don't have to clean that. No, it's clean. Thank you. You can clean this, here, clean that off. Right there.
What?
Right here. Clean that. Yeah, look, good job. And you clean that part right there.
And that part.
Yeah.
And that part.
Yeah, I'm not going to have you clean the blade because it's not necessarily safe. But so you can see it's all DLC polish, which is dope. We found out that they could do DLC polish. But what had happened was they couldn't do the DLC polish on S90V. So they did it on the prototype. They sent me a prototype blade of it was a Binge blade and it was DLC polish, but it was a sample blade they made for the prototypes. So it was D2.
And it's a knife.
Yeah, it's a knife. And
That's a knife too.
that is a knife too. And they went to do the production and they found they couldn't do DLC polish.
So that one, that's a knife too. So is that one.
Those are all knives. You are correct.
This is a knife too, and so is this one.
Yep. Which one's your favorite? Let's do that. Everybody's asking which one's my favorite. Maybe they were talking to you. Which one? The purple one? You know, we might be twins. Well, we're not twins. You're my daughter, but it's a saying. She seems smarter than her old man, that's for sure. Anyway, it was supposed to be a DLC polish blade, but they couldn't do it because S90V's wear resistance, I guess, is too high. And they say they can't do it. My guess is They could, but it would take a long ass time to polish S90V. So they decided there's no way they were going to be able to do however many. It was 100 or 100, whatever it is that we have of them. So they said they couldn't do it. So what we did was just had it changed to a DLC. So this is what we call a regular DLC, just DLC. I think it would have been absolutely sick with the polished blade, but it still looks really good. And the polish looks excellent on the hardware.
Dad, can you add some spray on here?
Add some spray on there?
Yeah, like you spray in the office.
Oh, you mean like alcohol spray?
Yeah, put it on here.
Sure. What are you going to do with it?
You want to clean something?
Okay. There you go.
Can we touch alcohol spray?
Yeah, you don't want to like touch it and then touch your face or anything, but it can touch your hands. It's not going to hurt you. Unless you have a cut, then it'll burn. So, what are you trying to clean?
I'm trying to clean your knife.
No, well, I don't want you to clean the blades because you could cut yourself. You can clean the outside. Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm trying to get it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clean I'm trying to clean your walls.
She got bored pretty quick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it still looks sick, so it worked out. And then we had two other knives already in production with a DLC polished version.
Dad, Mom said I can't come up here.
Mom said you can't?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she was just trying to be nice to me, make sure I had time to do the video. But you can hang out if you want. I'm almost done. I told Mom 4:30. It's 4:50.
Dad, can you add a little bit more alcohol?
Yeah. And then I just need a couple minutes, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll be done. Then we can go do whatever we were going to do.
Go on, eat dinner and then go on the wall.
There we go.
And then play video games.
Okay.
I told Mom that. But Dad, you might have
Yeah, this is gorgeous. But yeah, we had two other knives that were Jibo. We had two other knives that are in production already with this, and we on the Fireball we ended up having them change it to a DLC belt satin. So on that one, the polished DLC version of the knife, it's a little different than this. We have zirconia and shit. That'll be DLC belt satin, and then on the Saloon, we ended up doing one version with M390 so that we could do the polished DLC because they can do it on M390. So,
Ow.
what happened? Oh, you got the alcohol on one of your boo-boos?
Yeah, I'm squished.
Yeah, it burns a little bit. It can't hurt you, it just burns a little bit. I kind of like it, honestly. Kind of feels good, you know?
Why?
I don't know. Never mind.
It kind of feels really good. Can I have this one and that?
Yeah, you can have the stickers. And I'm going to wrap this up.
Dad, you can have these stickers.
Okay. So, yeah, I think the purple one...
I love
Oh,
it.
man.
Hi, these are stickers, and my dad got these from
Ooh,
some
careful.
knife stuff. And I love stickers, and I have stickers on my wall, wall stickers.
She does have stickers on her wall.
And, sometimes my dad get me stickers to put on my wall. Like, he got me 3 stickers today.
Yeah. That's awesome. We can go put them on your wall.
Yeah, after we done the live stream. We are doing a live stream right now.
Yeah, they know because they're here. They're dropping on the 29th of May. Somebody, Sequoia asked.
And here's a hat.
Yeah, it's a hat that came in the box.
Let
Eric sent me that. Thank you.
me see it.
You gonna wear it? Nice.
I don't really like hats. How do this even
Tell
work?
Daddy you want a pony. She wants a unicorn, not a pony. Would you want a unicorn or a pony?
Unicorn or pony.
Just either or, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
What if I had both?
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
What would you choose?
I'll just choose a unicorn.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then this one's just Bead Bless. on the handle. This one's dark blast, so you can see the difference.
Dark blast and white blast.
No, bead blast. Good guess, though. You were just going for it there, huh?
Let's get that.
Do you like how shiny this is?
Yeah.
I like that, too.
Polish it.
Yeah, it's polished. Good. You're smart, kiddo. Yeah, so I like the purple and the reverse tucks. But I like all of them. The dark mode's sick, too.
Let me charge.
The hint of lime is nice. I mean, I've had this one. Or this. Oh, no. Jeez. Man, you freaked me out. I know you're being fine, but my heart just, like, sank. Let me shut these. There you go. You're putting them on a charger. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up so we can go eat dinner and go on this walk.
Yep. Show me in the play video, okay?
Yeah. Even though we never get to that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Sometimes.
How many will be available? Wondering if I'll be fast enough. I think there's 400. Maybe it's 450. Blade Binge will be able to tell you. Looks like they're here covering my ass. Thank you. $219 for all except the DLC, and that one's $239. And I believe the codes will work. Is that right, Eric? Are the codes going to work like Lefty10? So they can get 10% off on those? I can't remember.
Dad.
Thanks, Crazy Roach. Look, you just piled them up. Great job. That looks like a good pile there. We'll drop 400 total. There you go. Cool. Yep, codes across the board. So if you use Lefty10 or any other code, the $219 goes down to $199.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's a boo-boo.
Bad.
And the $240 goes down to $216, I believe. So I think they're pretty affordable for S90V, camo carbon or titanium. And then obviously the one with DLC. You guys can see my videos on Kubi's DLC on the prototypes. I've scratched the shit out of these with bit drivers and tried to scratch them, and they've held up really well. So they do a good job.
And my dad also sometimes calls me a swamp.
Yes, that's my nickname for my kids, Schlump.
I don't like you call me that.
Because that's what my dad called me. It's a German thing.
I want to get it.
Yeah, there'll be some at Blade Show, Andy. We'll have 25 of these, the purple one. And then Blade Binge will be able to tell you what they're bringing, but I assume they're going to have some of each. If they're smart anyway. I'm sure they'll bring some. Only 50 DLC. We'll have Zerkutai kits too. There you go. So there's only 50 of these. So, there it is, guys. Thank you for coming out to check out the live stream and check out the binges. And, yeah, I don't think we hit that goal. We didn't even get close. So, no can do on the nip slip. But next time I do a longer live stream where I have time, I'll give away something decent. I just don't have time.
Dad, watch what I can do.
Okay. All right, I'm going to say bye. Do you want to say bye to everybody?
Bye.
All right.
Head stream.
All right, guys. You have a good night. Have a good rest of your weekend, and have a good week. Appreciate you guys. Later.